Welcome everybody at home. My name is Carolina and this is Yoga for Flexibility. And today we're going to be working on our back. Low back, mid back, upper back, because at a certain age, at a certain point in our lives, you don't have to do anything to have back pain. You just go to sleep and you wake up with back pain, right? You don't even know why it's happening. It's there. And some folks have a chronic pain or old injuries, new injuries. So whatever it is, this practice is going to be very gentle for everybody, but make sure to modify according to your needs and what your body, what feels right for your body. Okay? So we're going to start laying down. Go ahead and move props out to the sides for now. And today we're going to need 2 blocks and a blanket or a pillow if you have one around. Okay? So go ahead and lay it on your back. Yay. I know. Good. So just relaxing the legs down, feet slightly apart, arms alongside with your body. Good. Now take a moment to just breathe in and now feeling your back connecting with the earth here below you. Breathing in and out deeply. And just noticing the sensations. Noticing the points of tension and tightness that you may have on your back. Good. And we exhale any stiffness, allowing the breath to wash all over your back, your body, and from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Cleansing also the mind, the thoughts. Any stress, any anxieties, just let it melt away as we connect with our body. Let's start waking up the body slowly by bringing one knee at a time and giving a good squeeze. So squeeze the right knee, send it away, bring the left leg, give it a squeeze, send it away. Nice and gently here. We'll start waking up the psoas, the hips. Good. Starting from the base of the spine. Take your time here, no rush whatsoever. If your knees can't quite reach your hands, you can hold the back of your thighs. You can also use a strap. Nice. All right, give me 2 more on each side here. And last one. Beautiful. All right, let's bring both knees into the chest. I'm gonna rock side to side, giving a little massage here on your back. Lovely. Pause in the center. Place your palms on top of the knees, fingers down towards the feet, and we're gonna circle both knees towards the left side. So think about massaging around your tailbone. So circling the legs around. And if you are new to our flexibility class, so each class we work a different area of the body. So if you're looking for something specific, you can always let me know. If you're at home, there's a little chat box on the right side of your video. You can let me know then. You can also check it out the other classes we already did. All right, let's circle the other way around. And notice the sensations here of the muscles against the mat. massaging, taking the time, adding the breath. All right, pause in the center right here, and we're going to circle the knees in opposite directions. So a lot of the issues we have with our low back comes from tight hamstrings. So we're also going to give our hamstrings some love today. So let's go the other way around. Beautiful. All right, pause right here in the center. We're going to place the left foot down. We're going to lift the right leg up. So as you lift your right leg up, your knee can be bent, your leg can be further away, and you can place your hands down, or you can hold the leg. And we're going to flex and point the toes, just awakening the back of the leg. So your hamstring usually tightens up because the glute goes to sleep. Nice, so the glute supports that low back, the low back supports the mid back. Just like that song. The thigh bone connected to the hip bone. It's all connected. One thing stop working and then there's this domino effect. All right, let's bring the leg a little closer towards you, nice and gently. Don't need to force anything. You can bend the knee here. Good. Gently, we're going to place the right foot down. And we're going to bring the left leg in. Either interlace the fingers or send your palms by your side. Flex and point the toes. Just sending some energy from the toes to the leg, to the hip. Just noticing how it all feels here. Nice. Maybe circling the ankle. And bringing the leg a little closer towards you. Nice. Gently placing both feet on the mat. All right, we're going to place the hands down by your side. We're going to lift the hip up and slide it to the right side. So scooch the hip to the right, lower the hip down, and let your knees fall to the left. Arms open out to the sides like a T or cactus. This is a spinal twist. So right here, as an option, you can bring a blanket under the knee and a block in between the knees, or the opposite. All right, a block underneath and the blanket in between, or one or the other as well. It all works. So usually having something in between the knees will help level the hip. Take a deep breath. Exhale, send more weight towards your shoulder blade. Beautiful. And a deep breath in here. Exhale, we're going to send the blanket or block out to the side for now. We're going to come back to the center, reset the hip. Nice. Gently lifting the hip up. Slide it to the left, lower the hip, and legs fall to the right side. You can place that block in between the knees. Arms move out to the sides in cactus, or nice and wide as a T, whichever works best for you. Now you may feel some restriction here on your back. The back may feel very tight. Notice which parts of your back. So when we start working on them, you have the awareness, oh, this is the spot that I need to work on. So start this conversation with your back, with your body, listening to what it needs as well. Breathing deeply. One more breath in. Exhale big. Gently moving the block out to the side. Come back to center, reset the hips. Beautiful. All right, slowly bring the knees into the chest. Give it a little rock side to side once again. Nice. All right, let's roll over towards either side and come up into a seated position. Press one of the palms down, press up, and come up into a seated position. Now from here, we're gonna make our seat comfortable. We're gonna grab a blanket, okay? So a blanket, and we're gonna fold it long ways, like so. Okay. If you need to fold it one more time, especially if you're sitting like this, okay, we want to elevate the seat. So find a seat that, blanket or even a block or something comfortable so you can sit on and elevate the seat. All right, good. From here, we're gonna grab our 2 blocks. And if you don't have blocks, you can use a couple of pillows. And we're gonna just place under the hips. Okay. So we wanna find a very comfortable foundation so we can work on our spine. Even if you have no problem sitting with your knees out, make sure you have the blocks under, okay? So you find a very strong structure for your base. All right, hands onto your knees. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. We're gonna start circling the upper body around the tailbone. So keep your hip bones on the mat and we're gonna start circling the spine around. So you can start a bit very slow and control. And gently we're gonna start adding a little bit more of mobility, maybe rounding up the back as you move back and maybe lifting the chest as you move forward. And again, where do you feel those points of tension and tightness? And if this hurts in any way, we do less. All right, let's go the other way around. Slow and control. Just moving the spine, creating space. So right here, as we move, we are sending blood flow to the muscles. Warming up. All right, pause in the center. Inhale from here, slowly, slowly lift the arms up. And exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Send the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. So we're gonna make the movement a little mini flow in here. At your own pace, lifting and twisting. Arms up, twist one way. Arms up, twist the other way. Like a little dance. Nice, elongating the spine. And we add a little twisting motion. One more on each side here. One way. And up, exhale the other. Good, arms up. Reaching up, 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 up. Length of the spine, lengthen. And exhale, right hand down, leaning to the side. And we come up. And again, we keep on moving because we want to create warmth and add a lot of circulation onto the, and oxygen into the muscles. And in between your spine and vertebra, side to side. Now every time you go down, maybe go a little further down, reaching those fingertips long so we can stretch the intercostal muscles in the thoracic spine. All right, one more on each side here. And one, and last one. Good, all right, pause in the center. Close your eyes for a second. And feel the muscles, feel the back. Be careful with your head and neck. Don't drop your head, keep the head nice and strong. Deep breath in. Exhale big. Nice, gently, gently. Blinking the eyes open. Let's switch the legs around. Again, you are supported by your pillows or your blocks. Nice. All right. Inhale from here. We're going to lift the chest and the chin, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back. And exhale, move your shoulder blades away from one another, rounding at the back. Inhale, lifting, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, rounding at the back. And inhale. So keep on going here into this cat-cow version. Moving the shoulders closer to the ear as you round up the back and away from the ear as you stretch. So finding different areas to stretch as you move. You're going to also feel this on your hip flexors as you roll back. So you feel here on your hips. We're going to add a little bit of speed in here. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep the shoulders moving as well. And in. Beautiful. And 5 more. 5, 4. Keep moving. 3, 2, and 1. Pause in the center. Close your eyes. Feel the energy. Adding a lot of breaths in here. Lovely. Now taking a deep breath in here. Exhale slowly, slowly. We're going to place the fingers down in front of you. Now for this version, I'm going to show you a couple of options, okay? So you can take your blocks away, and this is an option. Place one foot in front of the other, and you can have your blocks stacked in any height in front of you, okay? All right, taking a deep breath in, and exhale, we shift forward and we shift back. Just rocking forward and rocking back. Rocking forward. Nice. We also want to create some space for the hips. So side to side here, nice and easy. Good. So the way your brain communicates with your body is through your spinal cord. So the spinal cord starts there from the base of the brain and spreads down into your spine and attached to many different organs and ligaments and muscles. Nice. All right, on the next one, we're going to stay. You can use your blocks to place your elbows or your forehead. You can always lift. But I like it to go 50% of the way, not all the way down right away. So just take back a little bit. And here we're going to rock side to side. Nice. And maybe add some neck rolls. Start creating space on your cervical spine. Nice. Coming back up. All right, we switch the legs, balancing always both sides. Switch. Nice. Hands on your blocks, and we rock back and forth. Good. Switch the legs, Ernie. Up and down. Just creating space in here, adding a little bit of shoulder and shoulder blade action as well. Up and down. So your spine acts it's a protective case for your spinal cord. And your muscles and your connective tissues and your ligaments. It's a shield for your bone structure and for your spine. All right, let's pause right here. So if your muscles are stiff, it presses and compresses the connective tissues that compresses the bone structure. And it can affect your posture, it can affect your daily activities and start causing pain. And if, for example, the way you sit creates that habit that your body starts tightening up on one side, and that becomes a daily thing, it gets a lot harder to create that flexibility, to start opening up the body, but it's never too late. All right, side to side, let's add a little bit more of a neck roll here. All right, coming back to center, let's come up, let's move a little bit. All right, let's move the blocks out to the sides. I'm gonna bring the knees in. All right, we're gonna swing the legs back and we're gonna place a blanket down for your knees. This is optional. I always like to have the blankets down. All right, let's come up into a tabletop position here. Good, hands right under your shoulders, and we're gonna start moving from the hip and then moving up. So gently shifting the hip side to side right here. Now, as you move side to side, we're gonna start moving bringing the movement a little higher. So add the rib cage side to side. Nice, almost making a C with your body. All right, so let's add the cervical spine by looking side to side. Look, side to side. So let's look to one side and pause. Make that C with your body. And look to the other side. Make a C with your body. Good. Come back to center and gently from here, a few cat-cows. But with being mindful here of the movement. So let the belly relax down and exhale. Pull the middle of your back towards the sky, chin to the chest. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lifting the head and tailbone. Pause. Stay, enjoy, and breathe. And exhale. Pull, 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 pull. Two more here. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, pause in the center, neutral spine, belly in. The belly is going towards here, the spine, and your neck is nice and long. Nice and slowly, we're gonna place the back of your right hand onto the small of your back. Okay? If you feel a little out of balance here, you can bring your left hand in the middle. All right? So gently from here, we're going to lift the right elbow up, and exhale, we slightly tuck it in. Inhale. Now follow with your head looking up, and exhale, looking towards the left. Inhale up. Exhale back. That's 3. Good. And 4. And 5. Good. Let's go 5 more here. And 5. 4, 3, doing good, 2, last one, make it pretty. Come back to center, release the hands, and a few cat-cows. Now your cat-cow can be extra slow, like savoring each movement, noticing every muscle, every ligament. One more. Pause in the center. Neutral spine, right hand stays. The back of your left hand goes to the small of your back. I know there's a bit of a shoulder work here. So inhale, we lift up, and exhale, tuck it in. Inhale up. Now allow the movement to come from the back, not so much from the elbow. Make sure you're not bending this bottom elbow here. Good. Let the spine, let the muscles of the spine do the work. 4 and 5. Let's go 5 more. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Extra, extra slow cat cow. Maybe just hanging here. Pressing the hands against the mat, shoulder blades away from one another. Nice. Last one. Beautiful. Pause in the center. Now from here, your knees is under the, it's on top of the blanket, and you may adjust in here if you need in any way. We're just going to shift back into child's pose and come back up. So you don't have to go too far back. We just want to add a little rounding of the back and start stretching the quadriceps and glutes. All right, so shifting back, shifting forward. And as you go, maybe we add there, we sprinkle a little wrist warm up as well, back and forth. All right, gently pressing back, child's pose. And I'm gonna show you some options in this child's pose. You can stay up high, okay, with your hands right here, maybe adding a little rounding of the back, maybe sending your knees slightly out, or if this hurts your hip or your knees, you can grab those blocks or pillow and slide them right on your legs, and you can sit on top. You have to find the right spot. On top of your heels on an angle, it's a good place to be. Okay? Rounding up the back, maybe relaxing your forehead down if it's available, or adding that block to your forehead. Holly, try this version. It's too much.
It's the bend here.
Yeah, so this may help not go too far. See if it works. Too much? Didn't work? Had to have 2. Yeah, okay, no worries. All right, one more breath here. Inhale, coming back slowly into tabletop position. All right, let's add more movement here to the spine. Walking your hands forward, rounding up the back like a cat. Shift the weight forward, lower your hips and lift the chest. Up, 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 up. Exhale, pressing back, child's pose or halfway. Inhale, rolling forward, up facing. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stretch your head, neck. Press back. Child's pose. 2 more. Rolling forward. Unraveling the spine. Pressing back. Nice. So the more we create space and mobility on the spine, the better energy and blood flow happens here in between the muscles. All right, let's pause in tabletop. Walking the hands back a little. And we're gonna go for down facing dog. Now, if you're down dog, if this is too much on your wrists, I'm gonna show you some options, okay? So we can stay in down dog for just a little bit, and then you can rest in tabletop. But if you're down dog, it's okay. We paddle the feet, and we stay right here for just a few more breaths. If this is too much on your wrists, you can stretch your hamstring right here in tabletop and extend one leg back. Paddle the feet. And let's focus a little bit more on the spine. So lift high onto the toes, bending your knees, press your belly against your thighs and let your arms move behind the ears a little bit. So your sit bones is way up towards the sky. If this is too much, you can always pull back a little. Nice. Another deep breath. Exhale from here, slowly, slowly, knees down. And we sit back. Onto the heels or up above. Roll the wrists. How are we doing? Good?
Good.
All right. Roll the wrists, interlace the fingers, arms up. And exhale to the right we go. And up. Exhale to the left. And up. And again, right side. And up. Exhale the other way. And up. Good. Release it here. Nice. Roll the shoulders nice and big. One way and the other. Nice. All right. So slowly, we're going to tuck the toes under. And we're going to press the fingers down. And we're going to roll on top of the toes, coming up into a little yogi squat. Just for just a second. All right. So right here on your yogi squat, fingers down, or you can have that block in front of you. Okay, we're gonna send weight towards our heels and come up. So gently, keep a generous bend on those knees. Separate your feet about hip distance apart. And we're gonna let your upper body just melt. Ooh, feel that pull from the gravity and feel the stretch on your hamstring. Now let's dance a little. Just side to side, a little swaying motion off the head, off the back. And maybe you can paddle your feet in here, bending one knee at a time in slow motion. And like I said, a tight hamstring pulls the muscle from the low back, causing low back pain. Tightening up the psoas. And the psoas starts on your low back and wraps around your hip and ties onto the head of the femur. That also causes low back pain. All right, let's stretch the cervical spine in here. So bending the knees real good, as if you want to really sit on a chair. All right, interlace your fingers behind your head. Squeeze the heels of your hands onto the base of the skull and gently let your arms be heavy, lengthening the neck. Just hang in here, breathe. The movement is not forceful. Just add a little gentle swaying side to side, maybe moving the head side to side, decompressing the cervical spine. Now our head, it's heavy, weighs a lot. And we only have the cervical spine, few muscles and ligaments holding it together, the head in place. Yeah. So the neck takes a lot of pressure and holds onto a lot of tension. So right here in this movement, we're going to interlace the fingers now around the neck. So I'm just going to show you this way. Okay. So right here, we're just going to give a little squeezing with the back of our hands onto the sides of the neck. And again, this is your practice. So if you like to go for a little thumb massage, and you can just slide your thumb up and down the length of your neck, and you may find some good spots in there. Release it all. And gently relax your hands down. Round up the back and come up vertebra by vertebrae. All the way up. Slowly, slowly. Head comes up last. Arms up. Exhale from here, right hand down by the side of the leg and lengthen and reach overhead with your left arm. Good. Come up. Exhale. Left hand down, leaning to the side. Beautiful. And up, arms up. Cactus arms right here. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Create space for the chest. And up. Exhale, release, arms down. Nice. All right. Come up into the center of your mat. Make sure you have room around you. So this is one of my favorite exercises to loosen up the muscles on the back, and you can do this every day, all day long. So I always do it. All right. So we round up the back and we shift the arms side to side. Now let your arms be nice and loose in here, and add a one band on the knee at a time. Good. Side to side. Now let your arms float a little higher. My arms are just very long. I'm always hitting it on something. Good. Now you can let the arms hit different parts of your shoulders, of your arms, of your back. Yeah, activating energy and acupressure points within. Nice. Side to side. When you close your eyes, focus on the breath. And we pause, release, arms to the side. Close your eyes. Feel the movement, feel the breath. Inhale from here, slowly, slowly. We take the hands behind your back, fingers down, as if you want to place your hands on the back pocket of your jeans. All right, separate your feet a little wider than your hips. And gently from here, we're gonna roll the shoulders back. Now, it's very natural of our bodies to bend from the low back, but instead, we want to move the rib cage forward. So for that, keep your belly in, okay? So your hands are here, pressing the skin of your back down, and we lift the chest up, okay? Inhale, lift, and pause. Now, you should not feel any pressure on your low back. All right, so you feel a stretch on the front of the body. Now, keep on squeezing the shoulder blades back, shoulders away from the ears, chin up. Now, you're going to feel that it's hard to breathe. So we're going to find different areas to take the breath. Right here on the side of the lungs, or the top of the chest. Keep on squeezing the elbows together now. And smile. Good. One more breath in. And exhale, release the arms, and side to side right here. Now, if you spend a lot of time sitting on the desk or working on the computer, you definitely do this pose, right? So this, your head's down. So that brings your shoulder forward and tighten up all the muscles here on your chest. So that's why back bend feels so uncomfortable. All right. We're going to do this one more time in a different version. So right here, feet is going to come a little closer together. Arms up. Interlace your fingers except for your index. Cross your thumbs and lift the arms up. Pause. All right. So as you lift the arms up, we're going to lift the shoulders all the way up to the ears. All the way. Good. Now notice what your lower back is doing here, if it's arching already. So give a little slight tuck of the tailbone and the belly's in. Lengthen. Inhale from here. Then again, we're going to send the arms behind the ears. Not bend your low back, just the arms back. Good. And I have very, very stiff back, so my arms won't move very far. And it may be that you have a lot more mobility in here. So breathe. The belly's still tucked in, and there's a slight tug of the tailbone. Nice. And if you feel comfortable in here, you can look up. Now look up without letting your head drop back. Just simply chin slightly up. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, send it to the right side. Looking up. And up. And exhale the other side. Look up. Inhale up. Exhale to the right side, look down. And up. To the left, look down. And up. And exhale, release. Side to side. You can separate your feet a little. Side to side. Good. All right, from here, let's create more mobility on the spine, on the back. From here, pausing, relax your arms and your back. Slowly tuck the chin to the chest, and we're going to roll forward. Vertebra by vertebra, slowly. Let the head be heavy, and let it guide you all the way down. You can start bending the knees. Once you're down here, we roll back up. Rolling up. Unraveling the spine. So this particular movement comes from Pilates. Chin up. Exhale, chin down. And it really helps create mobility within the muscles and each vertebrae of your spine. And you roll up. So every time you roll up, we're going to give a slight tuck of the glute. And we're going to let the chin up. Shoulders squeeze back. And exhale, chin to the chest, roll. Maybe this time you bend your knees less or more. Explore what feels right, what feels good. Roll up. No rush. Chin up. Maybe letting the head tilt back. And down. And we pause right here at the bottom, bending the knees. Relax your chest on your thighs. Let the head be heavy. You can always have that block under your hands or your fingers on your mat. Deep breath. And exhale from here slowly. Come up halfway, hands on your shin, straight back. Good. So your knees are bent. Look down, but keep your head long. Be careful to not round up the back in here. This time we want to keep the spine parallel with the mat. So engaging a bit of a core and back strength. Breathe. Good. Nice. Squeeze the shoulder blades more, Patrick. Keep the middle of your back going down, straight back. Imagine that you become a little table. And I can put dishes on your back. I can put glasses filled to the top. Good. One more breath. Exhale here. Release slowly. Fingers down. We're going to send the feet out to the sides. Toes rolling out or pointing out. Heels in. And we're going to sit down into a yogi squat malasana. All right, if this is way too far, grab that block. Sit on the block. You can stack your blocks. You can stack some pillows. And we adjust the feet to what feels good. Now walk your feet out more so you have space. Good. Here we go. Lengthen the spine. And exhale from here. Right fingers down. Left arm reaches up. So right fingers down. Left arm up. Now take the back of your left hand, back, back, back more. Come back. Left fingers down, right arm up. Reach in here, sending back. Good, come back. Nice. All right, in your little malasana, bring your feet forward. Lengthen the spine. Good, shift your weight towards your toes. Lift your heels and walk your hands forward in down dog. What? And step back down dog just like we did on our way up. Paddle the feet. There we go. You got it. Knees down. Pressing back. Child's pose. Your version of child's pose. Breathing deeply. You can always bring the blanket back under your knees. Good. One more breath in. Gently rounding up the back, coming up. All right, so the next pose we're gonna do is called puppy dog, and it can be quite intense, so I'm just gonna show you some options, but feels really, really good on your back. So go ahead and grab your blanket and place it on your knees. We're gonna need it, and we're gonna need a couple of blocks. Now with the blocks, it may be too intense, so I'm just gonna show you two versions, one with the block, one without. With the blocks, we're gonna place the blocks long ways towards the top of the mat, not too far, okay? So the difference between puppy dog and child's pose and tabletop is that here's tabletop, right? Your hip is right under the top of the shoulders, and you're up here, all right, making this little square shape or rectangle shape with your body. Now, child's pose, your hips is back towards your heels. Puppy dog, your knees and hips stays in the same spot, and your arms, it's what moves forward. So you lower the upper body down. Elbow's gonna go on top of this block, and your forehead's going to reach towards the mat. Palms together. This is option like 5. I started with the harder one. Option 1. I should have started with this guy. Arms out, a little wider than your shoulder. Your bottom is sticking up, and your forehead is down, or forehead on the block. What we're looking for here is the dipping of the chest down. And you know when you're in the right spot, when you feel this huge release of on the middle of your back. Now, Patrick, let's do without the blocks. Send the blocks out to the sides. Good. Stretch your arms a little wider than your shoulders. Good. Palms down, and relax your forehead down and press back. Good. Try to relax your shoulders there. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Nice. Holly, you can walk your hands a little wider out. Good. Take a deep breath and relax your shoulders. Beautiful. So every exhalation, allow your chest to get a little closer towards the earth. So you're making this slide shape with your back. So every exhalation, your shoulder blades move a little closer towards one another, taking the pressure away from the middle of your back. You will notice that your shoulders will try to press up to compensate. Take a deep breath in here. It may take a few breaths for your body to start relaxing. Try to relax the rib cage completely down. 3 breaths more. And if you are on the blocks, you can use place the thumbs on the base of your neck and give yourself a little massage in here again. One more breath in. Good. Very gently from here, we press up. And we sit back in child's pose to reset the spine. Rounding up the back. Gently walking your hands towards the right side. Place your left hand on top. Walking the hands towards the left. Come back to center. Beautiful. We're gonna swing the legs forward. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna show you the next pose that we're going to do. We're gonna start slowly and we modify as needed. So right here, the block's gonna be behind you, long ways on the mat, and another block's gonna go sideways, okay, medium height on top, and there's a little gap in between one block and the other. So this is for your head, and this one's gonna be in the middle of your shoulder blades. So think about this block's gonna be right about here. If it's too low, it's gonna arch your low back too far, okay? If it's too high up, it's gonna hurt your head. So just right in the middle, okay? So to get to the right spot, before we get to it, don't go to it yet. Send your blanket away, okay? Send your blanket away, out to the side. All right, we walk back, place one elbow down, and we wiggle the tailbone side to side, side to side. Now you should feel, like, round up the back, and you should feel the edge of the bottom block on the back. So right here, you can adjust. You can fly the block up or down with your hands, okay? And slowly, we lay down. Finding that block. Ooh, let your body melt in here. The very first reaction of your body may be to tension and tighten your low back. In order to help your body to relax, we're going to bring the knees together and walk the feet wide apart. So walk your feet towards the edges of the mat and your knees together. So that way your belly can relax down, rounding the low back. Good. All right, deep breath. Exhale. Let's turn the palms up. And right here, we're going to slightly lift the arms to the side, or maybe cactus arms. So the higher your arms go, the more stretch on your shoulders and chest you will have. Breathing deeply. So make sure that your elbows are relaxed down. Good. Turn the palms up. And you feel this nice and good stretch from the chest. Now, if you feel that your hands are floating off the mat, bring the elbows a little closer towards the rib cage. You want your muscles to completely let go. Deep breath. Now, as we breathe, and every time we back bend, so this is a back bend, we take the pressure away from the shoulders. But it's also because our body is not used to bend back. It feels a little hard to breathe. So we're going to send the breath towards the sides of your lungs, expanding the ribs out to the sides. So inhale, expand your lungs out to the sides, exposing the heart. And as you exhale, draw your thoracic spine a little closer together in front of the heart. Inhale to expand, and exhale. Inhale, expanding. Exhale at your own time, and you're going to feel the block becoming part of your back and your shoulder blades wrapping around it. I'm going to give you some more leg and hips option, but if you're comfortable, you don't have to move at all. The other option would be crossing the ankles into butterfly, or sole of the feet together, knees out to the sides in butterfly. Again, this may aggravate your back, so you don't have to go to this option. And the third option would be to just relax the legs all the way down. And right here, try not to cross the ankles. Just keep the legs straight, maybe feet slightly apart. Noticing the sensations. And notice if your shoulder already accepted the stretch and it's not feeling that pulling, that tightness anymore. So let's explore a different area. So maybe you take your arms a little higher up. Or maybe you take your arms overhead. Maybe try to find your fingers above the head, or your wrists, or your elbows. And again, explore. Notice how it feels. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, it's okay. Keep on exploring. Always drawing that attention to make sure the low back is not overarching. Good, a couple of breaths more. Lungs to the side. All right, gently bring your feet into the mat. To get out of this pose, we always do very slowly. So arms up, elbows down by your ribs. We're gonna press just the right elbow down more than the left. We're gonna let the legs fall towards the right side. And gently, we're gonna start wiggling the hip back, and you're gonna roll over. Once your left hand reaches down, we look down towards the hand and we press up. Good. All right, pausing at the top, you're gonna feel a little woohoo. Nice. So creating a lot of space in here. So hands on your knees, crossing the legs, look side to side. again, if the spinal cord is compressed, we may have numbness, we may have muscles in areas of your body that are completely dormant. By moving, by stretching, by twisting, you create that space for a free flow of communication from your brain to the rest of your body. All right, here, baby cat cow. Baby movement, small movement. And I like to think of this as just like a garden hose. When you press the garden hose down, the water can't flow. And as soon as you let go, you have that flow of water. It's the same energy, the same way. All right, pausing right here. Good. All right, if this feels good and you like to stay here with the blocks the same way, you can. If you like more, we're going to lift this block sideways. This is a lot more intense. Okay, I'm just going to give you the option just so you know that it's there for you. The block can be the same height or it can be higher. Okay? Right there. So again, it's up to you. To go down, same way that the block is going to be right in between your shoulder blade. I'm just going to give you another option before we go down, in case you're done with the blocks and your back feel a little tender. So the next option would be to grab your blanket and you roll the blanket like a burrito, long ways, and you're going to place it down like so, okay? And you're going to lay down. So that, and the blanket is going to be supporting your spine, okay? So that's the option. Or we go for it. All right, I'm gonna start with the block higher up for my head. Lay down, elbows down, wiggle the hips side to side. And here you're gonna find that block and you're gonna have to adjust where it needs to be. Oh, all right. The top block for your head may be high or maybe too low. So for me, I feel that I could go a little lower, so I can lower it down. Now there's a slight moment here where your back feels like, oh my God. Deep breaths, deep. Again, you can bend the knees together, feet apart. And you can move the block up and down the spine a little bit. Everybody's different. You have to find that Goldilocks for you. Not too much, not too little, just right. Deep breath. Arms out to the sides, palms up, and let your body relax here. So this is a static stretch. And even though it feels very active, all you have to do is relax. You may notice different parts of your body fighting for control, and that's a normal defensive mechanism of the body. The body tends to tension and tighten the muscles in order to protect. So it's the job of the breath to tell your brain that it's okay to relax. It's just Carolina's class. Send a little bit more weight towards the belly so your organs can relax against the back muscles. And again, let's go back to that breathing. Out to the sides, expanding the lungs sideways. A few more breaths in here. for our final round of breaths. We lift the arms up overhead. Good. Maybe grabbing hold of your wrists or of your elbows. And let your arms rotate overhead, stretch and lengthening the spine. Ooh, or maybe interlacing the fingers, or maybe just letting the arms move back. Stretching it out. If you are holding your wrists or your elbow, go ahead and switch the grip, balancing both sides. Another deep breath. Exhale from here. We're going to roll over towards the left. So arms up, elbow down, press the elbow, lift your hip, feet on the mat, send your hip to the right, let the legs fall to the left. Ooh. Slowly rolling over, look down, and come up. Take your time. Crisscross. Close your eyes. Hands on your knees. Circle the spine slowly. Nice. Maybe adding a little bit more of a rounding up the back. Let's go one way and the other. Pause in the center. Head and neck roll. Beautiful. And we pause right at the top. Move your blocks away. Good. In fact, let's bring the blocks back. And we're going to place them so right under your calves. So you can lift, you can send your blocks sideways like so, and you can make a little V with them like that. And your calf's going to go on top. So you can bring a little lower until like about mid calf. Okay? All right. So you can place your feet down first, lay down, and you can bring your blanket to your belly. And then we're going to stretch the legs on top. So the blanket will be here to help your low back relax. Nice. If the blocks feel too far away, you can always bring a little closer. You can always scooch down a little so you have a bend on your knees. All right. Now press your low back down. Hands on your belly, or one hand on the belly, one hand on your heart, or arms out to the sides, whichever feels best. Now let's take a deep breath here. Exhale, sigh it out. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. A few more at your own pace, in and out. And every time you exhale, allow your back, your spine to relax a little further. Soften all the muscles on your face. Release the jaw. Relax the throat, the neck. Release your shoulders. Arms, hands and fingers. Relax your shoulder blades, your upper back, and your chest. Relax your mid-back, your belly, and your low back. Release your hips, pelvis, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. And from the tailbone all the way up to the base of the skull, visualize with your mind's eyes the energy flowing with ease, and the message from your brain into the spinal cord, sending energy, sending information into the limbs, into the muscles, into the organs, and healing and energizing your entire spine and all the muscles on your back. And slowly taking a deep breath in, exhale big, making small movements with your fingers, inviting new energy in, inviting movement with your toes, wrists, ankles. Moving your head side to side, awakening the spine. Notice the sensation. Gently bring your knees towards the chest. Give it a good squeeze, rock side to side. Nice. And gently extending the legs, arms overhead. You can kick the blocks away, stretch it all. And slowly roll over towards your favorite side and help your body to come up. Oh, very slowly. Gently bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. And thank you so much for making time for yourself and your practice. And thank you for joining me today. And the love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste. Thank you, yogis at home. Thank you, yogis here. I appreciate y'all.